Hey guys, I wanted to do a plant video today. This one's going to be about the Wendtii Red. As you guys have seen in my videos, I have plenty of it all over in this tank. I have a couple starts of it over in my breeder. And it's a very nice red plant. It's actually one of my favorite red plants besides the red tiger lotus. I actually want to get an actual regular lotus to go in there with the red, but so crypts, they're found all over the world. Matter of fact, I forget which one is local here. Can't remember. But anyway, crypts are found all over the world. It's a very versatile plant. It can survive a lot of different conditions. The Wendtii one, I've seen a lot of people say it needs to be kept in soft water. My water's more towards the neutral range. It looks like one of my plants got uprooted. I'm going to fix that. Let's see. For lighting, I've grown it in low light. I've grown it in high light. I will tell you in highlight, I've taken notice that it kind of flattens out more, where low to moderate light, it stands more vertically. Like I can tell that this tank's running moderate light, because this new one that's coming up, it's kind of like bushing out. When I had it in, I think it was it was this 20 gallon. And all I had was, the current, one of the current lights, I forget which one it was, but it would stand straight up. So it's I mean, it does need a lot of iron. I have actually seen this crypt before start turning more of a green color, which is weird. Probably because there was no iron in the water or in the substrate. It is a heavy substrate feeder, root feeder I should say. And once you have this crypt in your tank, if you want to take it out, you're going to tear apart almost your whole tank. I mean, I have two big plants right here, which was one plant to begin with. I split it in half. But I have starts here, I have a start here, I have this one here, I have one all the way over here, which is now in that tank. So its root structure grows out tremendously, almost like a sword plant. Now, the Wendtii Reds, they can get up to like 12 to 18 inches in height. This tank is, God, I can't remember how tall this tank is. I'm going to measure it from the substrate up. Substrate up, about 18 inches. I mean, in total, the tank is almost 24 inches high, but it'll pretty much grow in any condition. Give it light. I dose fertilizers. You don't have to. Matter of fact, when it was in my in the 20 and then the 40, I never dosed fertilizers and it did perfectly fine. Speaking of which, alarm's going off to dose flourish to this tank. Now they do have a really nice green form of this. Personally, I want to grab a larger one and kind of mix it in with the red. That'd also be cool. But I mean, it's a very hardy plant. It could take a hell of a beating. This plant right here's, well, I should say those two plants, because it was one original plant. That plant's probably about 2-3 years old. And it is a fairly slow, I mean, it's not tremendously slow like Anubis or Java Fern or anything like that. But it is a fairly slow grower. What the hell is that? Hold on. Alright, I didn't know it was that time already for my daughter to get off the bus. She was pounding on the door. This is one of the most popular varieties of Cryptocoryne Wendtii. And all in all, it's just a really good plant. I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, it's found only, well, until we brought it into the hobby, it was only found on the island of, was it Sri Lanka? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So, I think I originally got this plant as a tissue culture. I can't remember correctly. I don't think it was, actually. I'm sure they have tissue cultures of it, but I mean, if you want to add a splash of red to your tank, that's definitely a nice plant to go to. Of course, as soon as I'm done talking here, I'll show you a close-up video. Now, they can be like brown to red in coloration. Mine changes. One moment it's red, next moment it has some brown to it, so maybe it's saying I don't have enough iron in the water. I have no clue. I mean, my red tiger lotus seems to be doing just fine. That's pretty red. But anyway, that's what I got for you today. I wasn't really too prepared for this video. It's just I haven't done a plant video in a while, so I figured I'd throw one up. But I have seen this plant being kept in hard to soft water, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. It is very sturdy, so I mean, you may be able to keep it with some cichlids, maybe. Of course, cichlid might be a little bit too hard of water. I probably wouldn't take it above the 7.8 mark, pH wise. But I mean, well, that's what I got for you. Later. As you can see, mine's a little bit brownish in color, but it's still a nice looking plant. It has some green to it. It has red on the underside. Just all in all, a great plant.